War is inevitable.
No, you missed it, for sure.
You've made the right choice.
Every time I lose a Penta, I find myself screaming,
Time of Martin come!
I've known this man I've heard this man for approximately like 30 seconds, and he's iconic.
I'm a wizard!
Oh, speaking of son of a bitch.
Split push!
Victory is ours!
Howdy, folks. Hey, welcome to Split Push, episode 42, that's right. You know? Oh, like Blue 42, Blue 42. Hut, hut, hut.
Get a move on.
Playing wide receiver
Wow.
over here today is Dirt Nap Dan.
hey, what's happening, everybody?
And we got Ye Old Beagle Girl.
Sup?
So,
Anyway, will be joining us at some random point throughout the podcast. Will be our good buddy, Guy.
What's up, everybody?
Oh,
oh, hey.
Beagle had it. And our very special guest along with us here today. I partnered up with him once before over on good old SideQuest Arcade Podcast, that is. Alright, now that I can talk again, it's Define Pride.
Hey, what's cracking, guys?
Crack-a-lackin'. That's what's up.
Crack-a-smacking.
Oh, it most definitely is. So, hey, Define, before we kind of get into the thick of it here tonight, suffering thuckatash, why don't you, take the floor here a moment, tell the podcast world out there a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you came from, why Smite, and, all that fun stuff.
I'm just your pretty much average Smite gamer. Play a lot of Neja, known for that guy. I stream a lot lately. I do some YouTube videos. I also host tourneys weekly every Saturday. And why I joined Smite is about 6 years ago. Some friends of mine in high school were like, "Hey, we should try this game." We ended up trying it. I ended up playing it for a while. They went to play Dota, and I stuck with Smite. I've just been playing ever since.
That's
Love
awesome.
the game.
I'm one of those guys that has these, long relationships with games. So, when we come across people that are experiencing that too, it's always kind of, you have that little bit of kindredness going there because you know how the other feels. You're in it.
Oh yeah, you have that connection through good old high res, huh?
Yeah. All right. So, man, I feel lost here. Oh, I know what I forgot. Oh, gosh, he's gone. I also forgot to let you all know that our good buddy Yuki, he's sick. He done got something or other.
Krampus got him in his bag, and Krampus is now beating him with a stick profusely.
Well, then we shouldn't pity him because he's enjoying that. But
yeah, probably.
Anyway, yeah.
He was just nervous to meet me. It's fine.
Yeah,
it happens.
It was pre-show jitters just got the best of him. Oh my! So, what do you think of season 6 here so far?
Honestly, I've been loving it. I like the changes to Conquest. I like item changes. Meta's pretty solid right now. I like the role queuing. I think it was something that was needed. A lot of stuff. But overall, I like it a lot. I think it has a lot of promise.
So do you mainly play mostly Conquest, or do you sprinkle in the other modes as well?
No, I'm actually duel first, and Joust second, then Conquest. I'd count Siege, but no one counts Siege.
Yeah, I get frustrated with duel. Like, I like it when I'm against someone that's like, all right, let's fight each other and do this. And I hate it when you get the guys like, I'm playing to win. So I will sit behind my tower, just get my minions, go and hide from you the whole match until half an hour from now, I will be able to beat you because I'll be built and have all my potions and blah 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 yakety schmackety.
I went on a duel
Ooh.
spree and my mood was killed after like 3 games of losses to stupid crap.
Yeah, that's how duel goes. I play the opposite of that. I just go full pedal to the metal, just going in, diving
should play
inside
more.
their Phoenix at 3 minutes in if I need to.
I should
Yeah.
play more because I'm bored all day.
that's more my
'Cause,
style. I'm a diamond 3
because for me
Uller,
it's like if
D3 Uller, it shows.
for me it's like the less time I spend in that duel game, the better, so I can get into the next one. For me,
Yeah,
Right.
I get that.
yeah, that's just my way of looking at it. There's some times where I'll feel like, you know what, I'll pick up a mage, just sit in tower, and you can pretty much, mage meta is pretty strong. You can always win with that. If you play it safe.
Mages and certain hunters too. I played against a Scotty that just sat in tower, would only send the dog out, it sat under Phoenix, sat under Titan, and I was just getting so bored with this. And I am not just going to sit out here and freeze the wave and make this, long game 3 times as long. So I just started going for it, and obviously fighting under her Titan and it being prolonged. Phoenix pops back up at some point and, yep, there, all right. She got me, and all right, now the game's over because I died once.
Yep, exactly. For me, it's like, I don't know. I've been trying out the Switch with good old crossplay. Rest in peace, you guys. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were one of our first Switch rolls in the Discord.
Yeah, I'm a unofficial Switchman. I still play a lot of PC, but when I'm at work, I do that Smite Switch dual grind, and Jesus, Scotty's busted on console. Holy moly, dude! I got to frag. I've never been fragged by Scotty so hard in my life.
Yeah.
I was like
really
shocked
sucks.
because I main Neja on duel, and Neja counters Scotty hard. But I tried playing Neja on duel, and I just get dumpstered. So I've switched my main on console to Zhang Kui.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
there you go.
also now with Season 6, the King Arthur's unbanned from duel, so I've been playing him, and he's nice. I like it a lot as well.
I feel like his poke would be
Lot of
really
fun.
good just having that many abilities early on.
Yeah, especially when you pick a Mage's Blessing, it provides 30 extra damage every single ability, so then that stacks up really
Oof.
quickly.
All right, well, save those good tidbits here. We'll talk a little bit more about him later. Let me re-divert this conversation here a little bit to just something else that popped up in my mind, which was what are the big differences for you between console and PC?
PC, I definitely do like being able to turn around instantly, but that's not as close to as how great it feels to be laying down on my bed while playing Smite. Nothing's beat that
Yep.
up to this point. I literally just laid down with the Switch screen, just napping while I'm smacking some normies in the ranked duel. Nothing beats that feeling. All you PC mains out there, you're missing out on a really great feeling. That's for sure.
It is funny because I got rid of the gaming chair and I actually have a little couch, a little love seat here. So me and the missus, Dirt Nap's mom can, hang out down here and get my Smite on, which means I can sit back and relax. But dude, I've watched people already that made YouTube videos that literally are just laying down in bed or on the couch, just chilling, like, yo man, this place is smart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie. That almost converted me to full on console altogether. I was almost ready to buy Xbox. Gonna get a PS4 later.
Don't get a PS4. Get an Xbox.
Let's not get
Don't even
started
get a
on that
PS4.
again.
Yeah.
Our listeners, just make sure you're tweeting it. help us PS4s get off the island. Help us build the bridge, and just keep yelling at Sony. I should gotta go tweet them today. I don't think I have yet.
Imagine
gosh.
every
literally
annoying
does
tweet
every
that
day.
says, please give Smite crossplay a plank in a very long bridge.
Hmm.
Good luck,
Come on,
friends.
PC gamers, help out the PS4 guys.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna, help or hurt my experience in Smite. I believe it's gonna help it because it's gonna increase the pool of players. And I think that allows Smite to do more things that we all want, but they're like, yeah, we don't have enough people to do that yet, So
Yeah.
I think, putting the pool together on one, super continent instead of having an island, 4 different islands. Now you have, just one off to the side. But yeah.
Let's Pangea our community, guys. Come on, get them all together here.
There you go. Pangea it. All right. So that's interesting. Anything else that really strikes you out as, how's the aiming for you?
Oof. For all the PC mains out there, if you're switching to Smite Switch, or if you're switching to console, use Savage Mode or Savage Mode Plus. The default, I tried using default, but you can't aim and push abilities at the same time, and I felt like that was a big setback when I was learning first. I was just getting farmed, and I found Savage Mode. All the buttons on the triggers, just whipping out abilities left and right, being able to aim at the same time. I really liked it. So I recommend that, definitely. What control setup do you guys use?
I'm stuck on default.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I'm pretty
kidding.
sure I use default too. I never really minded it.
Yeah, for me it was because the way I have my I get bullied a lot for my keyboard control settings, for my keyboard settings on stream and stuff.
Okay.
My first ability is like shift, second ability is like left control, everything, so I don't have to move my hand off WASD while I'm pushing abilities, because I feel like having full mobility while being able to fire abilities is really important to me.
Right.
So that's why I really like Savage Mode Plus. Is a solid transition from PC to console for me.
Well, hey, that's pretty cool. If you're transitioning, now you know an easier way. I didn't know
Mhm. Getting fragged by Xbox mains, so it's pretty humbling.
that. It's pretty humbling.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Seeing someone with a space in their name, it's like, oh, easy game, but then they destroy you, and it's like, wait,
Wait,
I thought-
what happened?
wait, I thought it was a lie. I thought it was all a lie. I thought PC was superior. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Consoles are showing their power here.
What happened to PC Master Race?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I think there's pros and cons both ways of it. I mean, there's going to be differences, but good players are still good players.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I bet my Uller on console could take on like a platinum Uller.
Platinum Uller.
Yeah, because like when you watch a PC Uller, they can switch stances and use abilities so cleanly. On console, fuck that. You wish. Like, I don't even think it's literally possible to use abilities as fast as they do on PC when you switch stances on console.
Oh yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, that makes sense. It's with especially the layout, because like all the buttons are just easy. They're easier to access, and I feel like Uller is like designed around just like PC controls, whereas console is probably a little janky to get all the abilities out in such a quick succession.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now that we've derailed your introduction, I guess we could get to our games of the week. We're always good for getting sidetracked over here. That's just how it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm a
that's
master. I'm a master at derailing. It's my
Sweet.
It's my
And-
duty for being a podcast guest.
Yeah, that was fun last time when we were on side quest. And Happiness is just like, you assholes, I don't play Smite anymore. We're all like, Smite, Smite, Smite,
I
Smite,
have a
Smite.
Yo, we're like general MOBA game.
I actually
Yeah,
have
that's
Generic
right.
MOBA game.
I
Yeah.
forgot about that. The generic MOBA game.
Brian's heated. He gets hit by projectiles. He's an angry guy.
I was thinking of him the other day because my gaming area is down in my basement like his is. And remember that story he told
Ooh.
about that little itty bitty spider that came down off of his ceiling and like landed on his chest and he like punched himself so hard that he actually hurt himself.
What?
that in a roundabout way, except for that part, the ending there. I seen a spider, this little tiny one, come down like between me and the screen the other day, and I'm just like, oh. Remember that time Happiness was hitting himself so hard he hurt himself?
It really cracked me. Really cracked me up.
Yeah. Well, hey, not everybody likes spiders, and when you want to make sure one's dead, you make sure it's dead, even if it hurts you a little bit.
Damn, Durnav's
Yeah,
dad. That was
I'm
a
personally
really
not a
good game of the week.
Yeah. But, I know what I was going to say. All right, fine. Games
There
of the
we go.
week. And it's a derailment in that. But I didn't even play much this week. And I had half of Monday off and most of Tuesday off. And I didn't play. And, well, I'll get to that derailment part later.
Good
But
job.
first game, middle of the week, just Beagle and I on it at that point in time. And, decided to fire up an assault just to kind of, warm things back up a little bit. And hit that, accept match. And, wait that 20 seconds for that timer to pop up. And bam, Merlin. I'm like, how funny is that? That my first game of season 6 is a random assault and I get Merlin. Needless to say,
What are the chances of that, man?
yeah. What were the chances of that? Of course, everybody wanted to trade with me too. I'm like, no, fuck y'all. Like,
Fuck y'all, this is
fuck
probably
y'all.
the only
mine.
time I'm gonna get to play him.
Yeah. Game 1 Merlin. And we were all magical. So our team comp was doomed to begin with. The other team was a little bit more balanced, so overall they ended up winning pretty easily. But I'll tell you what, I had a lot of fun as Merlin. I mean, it was kind of weird at first because, at first I'm like, I feel like I only have 2 abilities because when you're in one set, you have 2 things and then the flicker. But since the flicker crosses over all 3. It just has that impression to you that, like, I got 2 abilities that I'm using, until I get that alt back and can switch, So it's a little weird, but they're pretty quick cooldowns. And, I was, the only thing that I actually really felt like I just had trouble with, and that was just switching in the alt to the stance that I wanted. It was a pretty quick thing. I'm like, oh, you really got to, hit that, whatever button you have assigned to it. And bam, onto that next one, right quick. And I'm like, okay, all right, now you gotta remember which one's the hell which. So yeah, it took me like half the match to kind of, all right, get down where they all were and be able to do it.
Purple, red, blue.
Yeah, something like that. Yep. But, I have fun. I led my team in damage, even though I was a constant target of the enemy team. I'm like,
Anyone that gets Merlin in assault, you're fucked. They're gonna purposefully shit on you the whole game.
Oh, they did.
Uh-huh.
I'm like running through the team, just dropping shit, getting away from them, but they're just not giving up. I am priority number 1. But I had a lot of fun because, Merlin's got a good kit for that, So I quite enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to playing him some more. But that's really all I have for my games of the week. I didn't have anything else of in particular notes. So, hey, Define, how have your games been going lately?
Just a lot of Smite games. Let's think of I stream a lot of my duel games, and think yesterday I just had this really. What happened was this guy I was showing off King Arthur in Duel. Well, I was playing some Nezha, but someone was like, you should play King Arthur. I was like, all right. So I played King Arthur. And I was banning for Nezha. So when I saw Poseidon on the other team, I just knew it was already done. I tried my best. I almost beat him. But Poseidon just crippled me. I lose most of my abilities. And then I die. So then I re-queue again.
That's exactly what I said when I saw Arthur coming up. Like, well, watch out for your Instalock Arthurs followed by an Instalock Poseidon.
Mm-hmm. So I re-queue. I do bans for Nezha. I pick Nezha, see the Poseidon. He gets 5 minutes. He 5 minute surrenders. I destroy him. I just gain like more than a kill a minute. Poseidon gets farmed by my flame boy. That guy probably had to sit down, think over life for a bit after getting destroyed so hard. I just took all my anger being built up from that King Arthur game. Unleash it all in one ultimate.
I could just see him just sitting there looking at his hands. Like, why?
Yeah. He's like, what have I done?
You failed me. Like, what have you... What? It's like, what is going on here? Like... yeah.
Poseidon was supposed to win everything.
The Whirlpool. The Kraken.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite. My favorite thing in the whole wide world, because I used to hate Poseidon. My favorite things once I learned the matchup is whenever they pop the Kraken, I just juke it with the stun. Every time. Every single time. I always do that.
Yeah.
And I never get hit by a Kraken. And if I mess up the stun, I just ages. It's not a big deal.
That reminds me of a time I was playing Ymir. And this was like, you play Ymir early when you first get the game, because, he's one of those early gods you get. And I played him for a while, but then kind of backed off of him. Kind of hit one of those spells where I just sucked with him. So I put him down for a while. I came back and was working him and was getting shit down. And I caught this Nija in Red Camp on Joust. And I fucking kitted him perfectly. Except for, he's a Nija, so when I got to the alt part, even after I blocked him in the corridor trying to get out, had him perfectly trapped, and he just turns around and goes, okay, stun ya. Haha, I jumped over your alt. Like, son of a bitch. Like, I'm like, what the hell just happened? And Dan's like, he can jump over your shit. I'm like, son of a bitch. Oh, speaking of son of a bitch.
God damn it. Who invited this guy?
I hope you're recording already.
Oh, I'm recording. Let's check it out. Yeah, I'm recording.
I'm recording.
It's cold outside. It's like fucking. It's like fucking 20 degrees outside. I'm going from my work truck. From my work truck back into the hotel because I'm gonna try to sit in my truck and record. But
the cops are after you.
You better run.
Hey, I hear there's cops after you. You better run.
It's just Dayton,
Bob
Ohio.
and weave.
Serpentine.
So, Guy, live from Dayton, Ohio
See if
tonight
I can
on
find
the
a close.
podcast.
See if anybody's in the workout room.
Dude, it's like 50 degrees here. What the heck?
Someone's gonna come in to do some late night crunches, and guys just sitting in the corner recording a podcast. Sup? No, you're cool, man. Go for it.
I could just get
No
in the
worries,
elevator
I'll
and
just
keep
be
going up
over
and
here.
down the elevator, do the whole podcast inside the elevator.
Every 30 seconds, we just hear ding dong.
And eventually someone's like, and then someone actually comes in and you're just like...
Hold on, guys. I got someone in here with me. Hey, how you doing?
Just, recording a podcast in an elevator.
Just recording a podcast in an elevator.
I like the music. It keeps me calm.
We needed some background music for the podcast.
That's right.
That jazzy music. Like,
How you doing, Mr. Define? Pride.
Oh my!
I'm doing solid.
Dude,
I'm
you missed
sure.
all the good stuff, Guy.
That's the way it works.
Yeah.
Some juicy bits.
Speaking of good stuff, you know what I did today, guys?
What?
What did you do?
Did you spend that $15?
I added everybody in the Discord and shared the spaghetti link.
Yeah.
That's what that was. I forgot
Did
to
you?
look at it because my phone restarted itself.
Where's it at?
I did. Somebody asked because they want to earn Beagle Girl's $1 for making it into a good GIF. So I'm looking forward to that.
I want my $5 too when I smash Steven in the face.
I regret doing this. Yeah, I will send you $5. I will send you $5
Dude,
instead of
she was talking about that at dinner tonight, guys. She's
I
can't wait to send him $5. I'm like, what?
That's
She's
gonna
like,
be hilarious.
I want to see Guy's video. I'm gonna send him $5.
Lord.
I'll give you 10 if you do it to both of them.
This is like the third time I've tried to go down the stairs.
Defiant's just sitting here like what the fuck?
I'm wandering through the hotel right now doing a podcast. Hell yeah.
Hey, it all works. It all works.
How many people are giving you funny looks because you keep saying, "Gosh, trying to find a quiet place to record this podcast"?
Dad's going to be like listening to the audio, shaking his head on this one. Oh, God.
Ooh, I like that reverb from the hallway.
Yep.
That's a solid.
That is a...
God,
I'm digging it. That's a nice voice effect.
Wow. There's the elevator.
There's the elevator.
I didn't have my room key to get into the workout room. So.
All right. Well, anyway, getting back to Smite, we were talking about some of our games.
You have games of the week this week?
Oh,
you did play a couple of games.
Yeah, we're talking about games of the week. Yeah, I saved the drama though. I wanted you to be here for that, so we just I talked about my Merlin game, getting him, and Defined was just telling us here about some of his games, how he lost to a Poseidon as King Arthur, and then went back and pwned one as Nisha. So.
Oh, it was the same guy.
Oh, same guy too. Nice.
Yeah, it was a salty run back.
Oh my goodness.
When I was qualifying a couple, I don't know, must have been last season. When I was qualifying for duel, I played the same Amaterasu like 5 times in a row. And I was just like, at what point do I ban Ama? But at some point I'm going to ban Ama, and the other guy on the other end is going to be like, what the fuck? But
yeah, you gotta... when you end up what I do is I just look at the bans. People usually ban the same god repeatedly, like in the same order, so you can just tell it's like, oh, it's Ama, so you just ban Ama. Then they're like, wait a minute, no, I don't know what to go.
Yeah,
but
I do keep an eye on that because we've seen that before. I'm like, oh, these are the same bans, or oh, they just banned who I just played like without hesitation. And it's not a normal ban. So like, okay, that might be the same person here. So you watch those next couple and, all right, that looks pretty similar. And then, all right, ban their guy in there last.
I must be
yeah. You always want to give them the good old switcheroo, banning their god.
I must be bad luck
pick.
for Define, because every time I get on his stream, he's like stuck against like an Apollo or some fucking weird ass player.
Yeah, I always get janky matchups. It's like, hey, what's up? What's up, Almighty, and then go against like a Jing Tian. It's like, wait a minute, I haven't seen Jing Tian in like 2 years. What's going on here?
It's that buff, man.
Dude, Merc and Zombie has been doing some nice work on the Xing Chen duel. He had a post in the Discord today where he was like 11-0 versus Anith or something like that.
Yep. That'll do it.
Damn.
Nice.
Like, I felt bad for that other player, but, give him props for hanging in there through 11 deaths.
Yeah, I seen that 11-0, man. That's crazy. I'd have done quit. I'd have been like, fuck this Jing Tian. I'm out.
Yeah, pretty much the way duel works is, like, if they get to 5 kills before you and they're level 16 and you're level 12, it's pretty much over.
Yeah.
Unless they literally just let you farm forever and you do it, but...
Or if you're me, they call me the comeback king.
Yeah. Got a little bit of John Elway in you, huh?
Yeah, we got no matter I remember this game. I was against a Ho Yi, and he just spam laughed at me the whole game, doing trick shots on me, and then I won.
I love those games. I really, those are my favorite games when you're just like, dude's being a cocky asshole. And you know what? Sooner or later, it's guys like that just, you know what? Fuck them. I am just going to kill them. And you do. You just go in and you just annihilate them at some point. Like, all right, you know what? I've been playing the game, having fun. but like you're picking on me, or you keep doing shit like that, and I'm just like, all right, you know what? Game over. Now I'm playing to kill you first, buddy. And I've had some fun games doing that.
Yeah, with me and my friends, like whenever something like that happened, I'll just be like, all right, fucker. I'm leaning forward in my chair.
That's when
now.
it gets serious.
It's real game time.
The lean, yep, I understand that.
The lean,
I always love when you're
the game
and
lean,
and
you're
like
done.
all of a sudden you look over to the right, and I can tell it's like your brother's sticking his head in the door.
Yeah.
My brother's like, it's 2 a.m. Where
I got this. The way I lean like I'll pivot over to my left hip and like just sit on my left butt cheek, but keep my head straight. It's like my torso tilts, but my head's straight, and I just kind of get this little kink in my neck, and just if I'm doing that, shit's going down.
Yeah, when I lean forward in my chair, I'm like equivalent to about 30% of Shaggy's power.
There you go. But
it's pretty serious.
When I got my lean on, I am out of position, but I don't care because I'm killing them. Dude, like, there are rare moments for me where I am cocky enough to just roll with it and be cocky about it. But there are times when you get your swag on, people can get their swag on. They can get their Shaggy on. I mean, 100% full Shaggy tilt. It's there. Like I'm a decent pool player, but when I used to play here and there, at the neighbors and drinking a few adult beverages and stuff like that, and you get your swag on. Dude, it just bugs me though when someone tries to call you out on it. You know what I mean? Like, no. Like, no. Then you get really cocky. That's where my cockiness comes out. It's when I'm in the zone and you're trying to bullshit your way out.
Yeah, there's nothing better than getting spam lapped by the enemy team in front of your tower and then coming back and just stomping the shit out of them.
That's the best feeling ever.
Mm-hmm.
So those are my games of the week.
We finally got through someone.
We're not doing too bad. We're not doing too bad here. We've only been sidetracked like, what?
Half an hour?
2 times? Whatever. How your game's been, Dan?
They've been just grand. And by just grand, I mean, I haven't really played that much.
I don't know. I didn't play that first night you guys were all playing. And there was a lot of hooting and hollering.
Okay, that is true.
There was a lot.
A lot of hooting. That was because I was playing Merlin.
Oh, so Guy was winning the auto lock battle.
Oh no, I was giving it to him.
Everybody's really.
I seem to recall listening to last week's podcast and that not being the case.
Look, sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet, and I know that Guy's the type of guy, if he doesn't get Merlin, he's
I'm going to feed, I'm going to be salty, and I'm feeding straight up.
Yep. He's just going to run straight into the tower and be like, fuck you, Dan, give me that fucking controller right now.
I can't even count the number of games this week I've had where people have auto-locked Merlin, and the other people on my team get so salty, they're just like, fuck it. They're like, you rock, cancel that ping, ping, ping right off the bat, and like, I'm not going to play. I'm like, oh my god.
Just because you didn't click up fast enough. Nice.
I have no idea how to ping on console. Haven't figured it out.
I figured it out a while, like a long time after.
There's no way to like click on the map.
No, you just move it around with like your little control fucking stick.
Analog sticks.
That's it.
Yeah, it's like a long process to get to it though. Like it's not like great.
It ain't worth it.
It ain't worth. Not really.
By the time you ping the jungler's pathing, he already killed the dual lane.
Yeah. And then if something happens and you're stuck on it, you die because you can't get out of it quick enough.
Yeah, that's the worst too. I've died to that many times.
Yeah. Do the times you just you don't want to be out in VGS when you're out in Never Neverland. Just no.
See, that's why I just keep wanting to switch to PC, because I keep falling prey to console flaws.
Yeah, Dan's like, ooh, there's a console flaw. Jumps right in it.
Yeah,
And
right.
first dives.
It's always just what happens. I don't know.
That's how we roll. Just jump in. Fuck it.
I just try to VGS, and I'm hitting all these buttons, and then my ult goes off in the middle of the jungle. And I'm like, what the
That's
fuck?
the worst. Because I try to spam. I try to spam split push at the beginning of the map, and triangle is part of that. And there's my fucking ult going off.
Yep.
Yeah, I forget. PlayStation has you guys have hieroglyphics for your buttons there. You have the triangle. You have that square and the circle. I know X. But it's in a different spot.
That's true.
Well, we're kind of like Egyptians, with the hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
You know?
Is that why we're so good with Ra?
No, that's why we have so many cats.
Ain't that the damn truth?
All right, well, if Dan doesn't remember his games, how about Beagle? 'Cause she was the one I really heard hooting and hollering.
Hold on.
Okay,
I had one really good game that I do remember.
Oh, all right. Let him go, Beagle. Let him go.
You guys just started teasing me, so I had to, reciprocate. I had a pretty fun jungle game as Nemesis, but I think it was before. I think it might have been before Season 6 started. Oh no, because Guy was Merlin. Never mind. No, I had a pretty fun game as Nemesis. I started Hastened, and then went Executioner, and just started running at people. I went 8-1 and 6 in 24 minutes. They had a Freya and a Soul and a Merlin, which was weird. So I just bought Anshile and Ansile.
Anshile.
That is my favorite item on this goddamn planet right now. You have no idea. I love that item so much. Ansile is the best item
Ansile is
in the world
really
right now.
fucking awesome.
Love it. It's so good. I don't even care about the passive. The stats, oh my god, they're just so good. And there's no bad time to pick it up if there's a mage.
Exactly.
The stats are just so good on it.
I mean, you're still getting
that match I
a
was saying
large
earlier
amount
with
of
the
power
5.
out of the item.
The match earlier when I played Merlin, we had all magic. They had 2 of them on the enemy team. That sucked.
Oof. Exactly. There you go. That's all the evidence you need there, folks. Make sure it's a good item.
Yeah, I mean, imagine a Merlin that blinks in and ults and then is silenced for you.
When he tries using another ability, gets silenced again. That's right.
Just no, ouch.
Ansile's literally just VGS cancel that every time.
Yeah.
Try using it, it's like, I can't, nope. No abilities for you. Wait one more second.
Oh, you were going to cast that now? Hold on. All right.
No, the problem is you go and you click an ability, but you're silenced, and then you're already moving on to the next part of the combo, and shit ain't working right all of a sudden. Like, what the fuck? Like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, your brain and your hands get in a little confusion there. They don't know what's going on.
A little bit of a tiff with each other. One had a BF,
Well,
anyway, Dan, I'm sorry to derail you.
Oh, you're good. That's pretty much it. I mean, honestly, I just really haven't played that much, and if I did, it was nothing crazy. I mean, I played a Bacchus support for Gallus.
You did try Merlin Jungle. How'd that work out?
No, I didn't.
You didn't try it? I thought you tried it one game.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I thought you did. I thought you fed your brains out to Arachne.
You just sucked.
That Arachne got fed
It
off
was so
other
bad.
Oh, shit!
That Arachne was fed off of other people.
Yeah, she was pretty good. It's an unfortunate time to pick Mercury, or I keep calling him Merlin, in the jungle.
Damn. Well, anyway, it was Hoot and Holler and Beagle that I kept hearing all night. So how were your games been going?
I don't know, which ones to talk about, because I don't want to ramble on for too long.
I would be dumbfounded if you rambled on for too long.
I guess, here's one. I played Jingwei in a Conquest for once, because I just, I didn't know who to play, and I was just like, alright, well, I guess I'll play Jingwei. And so I did. I went 5-1-4, and my random support was actually pretty good. He knew what he was doing, kind of, most of the time.
Yeah, the dandy Randy.
Except for the fact that he got salty a couple times because he died so much. It's like, bro, that's like what a support does. Don't play support if you don't like to die.
You know
he got me out many times.
Die for me.
He got me out so many times.
Hey, Beagle.
What?
Do you know the Jingwei?
You're horrible.
Oh, yeah,
Yikes.
yeah.
That's, something got brought back from the dead. I don't know what it was.
Hey, we're also good for kicking dead horses around here, so.
That is very
I'm
true.
all about beating horses here, especially when they're dead.
Speaking of which, as I'm sitting here and there's an image of Ymir in front of me, it reminds me of the time Beagle stole Dan's pentakill.
Damn.
Oh, uh-oh.
That hurts so bad.
Let's not talk about pentakills. I'm not.
Ooh.
If you don't know, I've been playing for 6 years. You go check out my accolades. Pentakill's the only one I'm missing.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta play something besides Duel to get pentakills.
Well,
that's
I have 30
pretty-
quadras. I have 30. I think I have 32 now. I got one recently.
I have 7 pentakills.
I feel bad, man.
I was cursed by my friends. What happened? It was my first game. I was in Arachne. My friends were trolling me that game. They would decide to steal every single kill from me that game. Somehow I get 1 kill, and then I get double, then I get a triple. And this is with old Arachne, not new one. You guys don't know, old Arachne had a Sylvanas pull for an alt instead,
Oof.
and some other different changes in abilities. Don't really need to get too much into detail. But as I got my quadra, and I was burning down the 5th person, so most of my friends were like, all right, well, you know what, we're not going to steal it. We'll let him have it. So they're trying to help me drain it. One of my friends is playing Artemis. The old passive procs, he gets a crit. Last hits of Freya. and that's when the curse began. And then ever since then, every time I lose a penta, I just think about that moment.
Every time I lose a penta, I find myself screaming, "Beagle, what the fuck?" So
shut up.
She's done it with more than a Ymir. So, yeah. But
I just love teasing her about it because she gets so bent out of shape.
Maybe don't have crossplay. Keep Beagle out of my game, so don't want to steal in my pen. Don't want to steal in my potential pentas.
That's right.
Do we have to always bring this up?
I don't know, but first time we all play together and she steals your penta, I'm gonna fucking die laughing. Because it'll happen. It just will.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if that's your luck, that's her luck. I get you two crossplay and see what happens.
And she's gonna do it with a Ymir basic attack.
No, nah.
As she yells, "Ymir is here!"
Club.
Look, okay.
Oh, sorry, Beagle. But I literally am there's a Ymir on my screen right in front of me, and yeah.
You're so mean.
Well, anyway, Guy, how your games has Merlin been? I expect some talking this week.
They have been good. Merlin is just amazing. He is just so good. I don't think he's really overpowered, but I think he is really good. Just really cool kit, but not OP. Definitely not OP.
Yeah, are you sure about that one, Chief?
I'm sure. 100% positive. He's fair, balanced.
I don't know.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
I don't know
fair
about that.
And balanced. I don't know.
Fair
that
and
might be
balanced.
fake news.
Are you part of the dev balance team?
No.
I didn't know you worked for Titan Forge.
Oh Lord! I mean, he's amazing. I mean, he's really
fun.
not overpowered. I mean, just leave him alone. Leave him alone.
There it is.
I've seen some really bad Merlin players too. Like he's not like Baron where you can just go in there and smash your face against your controller when he came out and he like destroyed everybody.
Yeah, I think you do have to think about him a little bit more.
Definitely a little bit of skill to him, but yeah, he probably could use a little tweaking here and there. But.
No.
Him and Fire Stance alone is literally just Anubis, except Anubis can move while doing locusts. As a little Merlin, you could stay in Fire Stance and play better than most mages.
Dude, he is amazing in Fire Stance. Everybody was telling me how garbage Fire Stance was. I'm like, well, apparently you guys do not know how to use Merlin, because you freaking blink on them in your Frost stage, hit your ult into Fire stage, hit them with your 1, and they're dead. It's over. They're not going to get away from you. It's a Void Stance into. Is it Void Stance? So is it suck them in or push them out?
It's Void Stance sucks them in and does a little purple thing, and then you switch into that Fire Stance. Void Fire Ice.
And you buy Gem of Isolation.
Gem of Isolation is really nice.
Auto attack cancel with the lightning autos in between.
The Void Stance is really, that Arcane Stance is the shit too. Void Stance, whatever it is, but you hit them with with your 2 and then hit them with the 1. It's pretty nasty.
I hit him with the 1 and then the 2.
Yeah, you can do it either way, but
I think the 1 into the 2 gives more damage, I think.
It depends on where they're at. You can pull them and then hit them with the whole 1, and then they got to run all the way through it to get out of it. So
well, see, what I'm thinking is I'm hitting them with the 1, and they're running away, and I suck them back into the middle of the 1.
Yeah, you can do that too. Yeah.
So yeah, probably taking more
that is better. That is better against people that are CC'd or stuck. But if you generally want to do the 2 into the 1, because the 2 is the animation, it's not flashy, so it's not like you can see the targeter. That's pretty much it. You see a little purple fog. You're like, wait, what's that? And then you get plucked into this 1. Then you blinked into a Fire Stance. You're just roasted. You're roasted, toasted. You're done.
You're a burnt marshmallow.
Yeah, that Fire Stance.
His blink is really good too. I like it. I like it. It's not very. It don't blink very far, but boy, it gets you out of some really bad situations.
Yeah.
I just really like how close combat he really is. I mean, before you hopped on, I think I was talking about playing him in that assault matchup, and I was pretty much a target the whole game. Playing Merlin, and I stayed alive through some horrendous shit and just dished out some damage. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm half doing. Like I never even played a god when they first come out. And here I am, game 1, playing one, and, it's just, they're chasing me. Yeah, let's get into Fire Stance. All right, now I'm feeling good. And you get your 2 little dragon heads out there, just like, yeah, go ahead, follow me. Right through that. Please.
Yeah, that Dragon Maul does a lot of damage too, especially if you can catch him in the center of it.
Yeah, if you catch them in the center of that and then hit them with your full 1, they're guaranteed dead. DED dead.
Sayonara.
But yeah, he's fine.
But yeah, he's totally fine.
I'll tell you, the range of his frost is pretty long, especially for assault, because it's just like, you're all going to come in and try to use your shorter range abilities. Yep, Blizzard.
Yeah, I can see him being really strong in assault. I have not had him in assault yet, but I would definitely like to have that.
Oh yeah, that was fun. It was fun.
He destroys an arena. Arenas, basically.
Yeah. I don't think I've played him in arena. I don't think I've played him arena either. I think the arenas that I have played my auto lock.
Yeah, you gotta give him a try there when you get the chance. You have to fight through the auto lock battles.
I've played a lot of mid though in Conquest, and he's really good there. And you can really gank well because you can go into the jungle and you can throw the void, the 1 right through the wall, and they don't even. I mean, they're dead before they even know what's going
on. Well, expect more great stories of Guy playing Merlin.
I think I got him up to. I got him up to 3. I got him up to 3. So, diamond soon.
Guy fight over him for now.
There's no fight, Beagle.
I'm letting him win right now. Just because I want him to play a mage with mobility for once.
Bagging on Alpwash.
Truth comes out.
Some fighting words.
Yeah,
I'm his jungler, and I gotta constantly save his ass.
Yeah, that's part of it. I'm just.
You know what? Speaking of all this Merlin, I have a code here for the Arcane Advisor Merlin, and in parentheses, plus the god. I guess if you don't have them,
there you go.
So grab your pens and your pencils.
Not you, Define. Jeez.
Yeah, not you. Not you either, Dan.
I have the god pack. I'm good.
I'm special. No, I'm not.
I actually already got the skin out of one of my victory chests, but in the match I played him with, too, it was kind of funny. Or no, it wasn't. It was the match after that, because we lost that match. Anyway, got a code. S as in Sam, M as in Mary, A as in Apple, A as in Apple, E as in Echo, 82, D as in David, 303 490 214. So, yeah, high five out to whoever gets that. It's good for all platforms here, looks like. Yep. So, whatever.
Wow, well,
use that shit
thanks,
up.
Dirt
I
Nest.
don't know exactly how that works now with this. There's an FAQ, maybe.
There's an FAQ, maybe.
Yeah. All right. Well, we do got some other codes there today, too, so we'll see what we do with them. Maybe they'll be up in the Discord. Maybe they'll be out there on Twitter. I don't know. But anybody else got any highlights of the week that I may have glossed over or, sidetracked away from? Last call.
Negative.
I don't really think I want to go on that whole story.
Beagle tell a story? Yeah, you're probably right. You wouldn't do that, would you? That would involve you talking a lot.
No, it's just there's so many games I can't decide.
Wow.
She's
just been amazing this week, people. Amazing!
She's back.
All right. Well, hey, let's move on to where are we at here? Let's knock out the session of progression, and then we'll kind of get some more questions in there. Our questions and community questions during that part of the section. So yeah. Let's go with that. You guys okay with that?
Yep.
Oh,
yeah. I'm good with anything.
Dan's asleep.
No, I'm not. I'm sorry.
I'm just sitting in the hallway. It's the quietest place I could find was the hallway of the hotel.
There you go, man.
Oh, shit.
Live. All right. So this week's session of progression, as Defined and I discussed before all you yahoos got on the call with us here, so we're going to talk about some King Arthur this week. Oh, how about that? I figured, he was, we've already done Nijal once, and, while, it'd be nice to revisit some gods, we got to kind of get more than halfway through before we start revisiting gods, right?
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah, King Arthur, man. You know what? So, the lore of King Arthur, I don't know. Do we need to go over that? I mean, I think we've all, we all know where that's coming from, right?
Yeah.
King Arthur, Merlin.
Unless he can
obviously
find something wonky, but
yeah, I'm sure Yuki would have regaled us with some cool stories or of whatnot that are lesser known of it.
How Arthur popped from a pimple on somebody's back or something. No.
Yes. More pimple gods.
But let's move on to his abilities. I know Dan is like, I got this. I'm all prepped and ready to go over all of these different abilities.
Yeah, I may have said that, but there's still a lot. All right, let me get ready here.
All right. Drum roll, please.
Passive. Steadfast. Each ability that damages a god results in a stack of Steadfast, reducing damage taken and increasing energy gain. Each time King Arthur uses an ability, he swaps between his standard and combo abilities. All abilities are instant cast. Attack speed does not benefit his basic attacks, but will increase the rate at which he builds energy. The damage mitigation is 1.5% per stack. The duration is 15 seconds. Wow, that's a long time. Attack speed conversion is 33%. I don't know exactly what... That doesn't really make that much sense because it doesn't really tell you very much, but okay. Bonus energy gain is 25% per stack, and max stacks is 4. Alright. His first ability, overhead slash or hamstring. In standard stance, King Arthur deals a devastating overhead blow in melee range that creates a slashing attack that travels forward. Enemies hit by the melee strike take 50% of the damage from the slicing attack. Combo, King Arthur swipes low, crippling and damaging enemies that are struck. That last part was worded very weird. I feel like it should just say enemies in melee range take 50% more damage. Like, that's okay. Anyway, the slash damage is 60 to 280 plus 60% of your physical power. The combo damage is 60 to 300 plus 60% of your physical power. The cripple duration on the hamstring is 1.25 seconds, and the energy gain for this ability is 3. Battle Stomp or Uppercut, his second ability. Standard, King Arthur stomps on the ground with heavy force, causing enemies around him to take damage and become slowed. Combo, King Arthur charges forward, stopping on the first god hit. At the end of the charge, King Arthur unleashes an uppercut, knocking up enemies into the air. The stomp damage is 40 to 140 plus 40% of your physical power. Mostly a slow, not really a damaging ability. 20% to 40% is the slow, and the slow duration is 2.5 seconds. The uppercut is 50 to 230 plus 40% of your physical power, and the energy gain for this ability is 4. Okay, Twin Cleave or Blade Storm. Standard stance. King Arthur unleashes 2 cleave attacks while charging forward. Enemies hit by a cleave take damage and have their protections reduced. Combo stance. King Arthur swings Excalibur around him, charging forward and damaging enemies 5 times before winding up a final strike that deals more damage. King Arthur is immune to knock-up for the duration. Okay, the cleave damage is 35 to 135 plus 30% of your physical power. Again, more for the protection shred than the damage. The spin damage is 10 to 90 plus 15% of your physical power on the combo stance, and the final damage is 30 to 230 plus 40% of your physical power. And the energy gain for hitting this ability is 1. Because you can hit a lot more things. I think that's how it works. Excalibur's ult. Yeah, okay. King Arthur's ult. Sundering Strike or Excalibur's Wrath. The mini ult, 35 energy. King Arthur winds up a massive jab, charging forward slightly before striking. Enemies hit by this jab are stunned. That one is his little baby ult. And I find it very weird in up-close combat. Because I usually end up dashing over people, which is awkward. The big ult, 80 energy, King Arthur charges forward with Excalibur drawn. If King Arthur hits an enemy god, he launches them into the air and unleashes a barrage of 6 attacks, after which he launches them back down to the ground, dealing damage to the target and any enemy below. The jab damage is 100 to 340 plus 65% of your physical power, and the stun duration is a second. The big ult damage per hit is 10 to 50 plus 10% of your physical power and 1% of target's landing damage. Wait, okay, what? Oh, of target's maximum health. Okay, got it. It's overlapping.
Yeah, so the landing hit's 15% of your HP. And true damage. And then each time he hits you in the air, that's 1% of your HP per hit.
Wow, that's actually... Wait a minute. That's 20%
at max level,
of
deals 22% of your max HP.
Jesus, dude.
And that's true damage.
Just for free.
And the tooltip's actually wrong. It does 1.5% of your max HP per hit. I don't know why they haven't
okay
updated that.
The text is overlapping, and it just confused the hell out of me for a second.
Yeah, King Arthur's toolkit's pretty whack. I'll be honest. Yeah. It's not really user friendly. Yeah, that's for sure.
And then as you heard on here, it is 60 to 360 plus 50% of your physical power and scaling 5 to 13% of target's max health for the landing damage. Woo! I did it.
You did it. Yay.
Nice.
Dad, I did it.
Yeah, you did it. Good job. And you also reminded me when we were playing that assault the other day, and there was an Arthur on the other side, and we had an AMC on our side. He couldn't kill the nest to save his life. That was so funny because he kept trying, just like, I got it this time, and you just see him lunge past it.
Yeah.
I tell you,
That was pretty great.
A really good Arthur is so scary. Like, usually they just feed their brains out. But every now and then you'll run into one that, like, just destroys you.
You'll run into me.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Yeah, you'll run into my King Arthur.
Oh. I don't know. Oh, no.
I already have him almost diamond. He's Master 9 now.
Damn. We have to get on that Xbox, man. And you got the Switch, right?
Yeah.
I got an Xbox also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm ready for a challenge.
I'm starting to play on PC again. So
Merlin versus Arthur? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, are you?
I'll see it when I believe it.
The love affair is over.
Yes,
Merlin
that's
versus
what I was
Arthur.
about to say.
I would be right now if I wasn't recording this podcast.
Okay, whatever.
Dan feeds
I
Arthur.
would play on PC, but my computer can't run anything else besides Arena. So
Dan is one of them Arthur feeders.
No.
He changed it. His name was Dirt Naps Arthur, man. Then he changed it because he fed so hard.
I don't get him enough yet. I still use the wrong ability sometimes.
Yeah, King Arthur. He's when you first start using King Arthur, he's pretty tricky. There's a lot of aspects that he's very different from literally every god in the game. Unlike other stance switch users, instead of switching when you want to, he switches in between abilities. Mm-hmm. And when the abilities are used, by the way, not when they go off. If we press the button, it switches. Sometimes there's a bug even that when you use a chalice or a pot, it'll switch your stance.
Yeah, I heard about that yesterday while I was watching YouTube. Like, apparently, if you put a ward down, you change stances. Like,
yeah,
I guess that could be used advantageously, but
yep, it can be, but I think it's a bug right now, so I wouldn't try to get used to it.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
But for the memes, just in case, remember.
So one thing I noticed is when you read the passage, you're confused about the attack speed conversion.
Yeah.
So how King Arthur works is he has a unique auto attack where it's like a dash that has a cleave, and his attack speed's 1. He does 1 dash cleave a second.
Yeah. And
how the cleave works is it targets you only do the dash cleave if you're holding W. If you're holding W or if you're not holding S, if you're holding W or not holding it at all, and you're not near an enemy. If you're near an enemy, like if you're aiming at an enemy, it's not going to do the dash. It only does it when you're away from enemies. So that's really important to know because I've seen a lot of King Arthurs have difficulties trying to take down a ward. I was a King Arthur trying to have difficulties taking down a ward. That shit's impossible.
Oh,
it's so hard.
It's so hard. So funny watching them try to take out AMC high.
Yeah, and the reason the attack speed conversion, 33% in his build, is because if you build an attack speed on King Arthur, it does not make him auto faster. He will always have 1 attack speed a second, 1 attack a second. No matter how you build it. If he gets reduced attack speed, he gets increased attack speed, it's always 1 a second. He doesn't get affected by Frostbound, attack speed reduction, doesn't get affected by Witchblade, etc.
Yeah.
How it does affect him, though, is it reduces his the attack speed converge. The more attack speed you build, the more energy you get from the more energy you build up. So
right,
if you go full attack speed, you can get like an alt every 2-3 abilities. You can get a almost fully charged alt from dropping a kit.
Yeah, I remember I was in a jungle practice and I was just beating on the Odin bots. The poor guys. They do their job well. I was just standing there beating on them, and I'm like, wow, this is insanity. Like, I am just beaten on this thing, but I can ult literally off a 20-second cooldown because I had built, like, Crusher. and that's it. Like, just with that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, his all has a very short cooldown, so sometimes you want to like get Crusher, which the main items you need in a King Arthur build for me are Mage's Blessing, Gladiator Shield, and Crusher, because those three they trigger off every single ability hit, and King Arthur is using abilities infinitely. He does not run out of mana. If you run out of mana, you've been in lane for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You haven't backed yet. The main thing with picking up King Arthur is you just have to get used to how he feels. Auto attack canceling between abilities to get the dash off so you can keep chasing. Auto attack canceling in between dashes, so you move, you auto dash, actual dash, auto dash, actual dash, auto dash, knock up dash, auto attack, You just keep going through dashes. You have a lot of mobility on the guy. It kind of feels like you're playing a fighter game when you start getting combos off on him. It's really fun. It's just the most important thing is like learning the mechanics of him, and then after that, building, and then after that, his main ability that he gets damage off of is definitely his 1, the long ranged 1, and then auto attack into the 2 into the 1 again. It's there's a lot of different combos, a lot of different situations you want to use it. Stay away from Poseidon. Anyone that can cripple you.
Yep.
Fun fact, a secret mechanic.
Too. That sucks.
Yeah, Ares isn't fun. Secret mechanic with King Arthur. Who here hates Nox?
Oh, I already know what you're gonna say.
Yes.
I freaking hate Nox. Gosh.
If you're a Nox main, you better shed a tear, because King Arthur can just auto out of your combo. His auto supersedes. His auto dash supersedes cripple. He can still do it, and he can wiggle his way out of the Nox combo.
Nice.
Maybe I should.
So he's a hard counter to Nox. And King Arthur's really fun. I strongly recommend picking him up. I've been having a lot of fun with him in Duel and Joust, everywhere. And solo lane especially, he destroys in solo lane until he gets ganked by a jungler. Then he's the worst god in the game. If you die to jungler early, you have the hardest time ever.
Yeah, I feel like if you get behind on a god like Arthur, it's really hard to play.
Yeah, he relies heavily on the early game snowball, just from how much damage he outputs. And then late game, he starts getting a little tricky. You have to make sure you're using the steadfast passive to mitigate as much damage as possible. He mitigates in total about 6% from his passive, and then you can get like Oni Hunter's Garb or Spirit Robe,
or both,
to mitigate even more. So the only con about King Arthur is when he gets CC'd, even though you used an ability and you get CC'd before it goes off, it still switches your stance. Most irritating thing.
Yeah, I hated that.
Aside from trying to hit the mini ult and melee range. Those are the only two annoying things from King Arthur.
Yeah.
Other than that, he's my second favorite god in the game. First being Nasha, but King Arthur is fucking sweet. I love him. I could talk about him all day, honestly.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear somebody that's so like hype about him, because we were all like, "Wow, he's trash."
Nah, you gotta tune in on some King Arthur gameplay. He smacks. He during release he was kind of weak. They buffed him, but they buffed him in weird ways. So now he just destroys.
Oh, you know what? That's true. I haven't played him since the update. And
that's what I was about to ask you, is if the buff helped him a lot.
The buff, I wasn't having problems. I wasn't having too much problems with him before the buff. The issue with King Arthur is he does a lot of damage, like, because Smite isn't burst meta, and King Arthur is not burst. He's like, I slowly kill you with 20 abilities, and then you die.
Right.
He can be burst, but generally he's the slowly kill kind of guy. And then but so he was having a lot of issues getting CC'd and then just dying because he doesn't get to do anything. By the time he getting someone near death, he was already bursted down and dies. But after the buff, he's been pretty clean. Feel like you build up energy. I feel like energy is nicer. His abilities, the animations are much more smooth. It's a lot easier to go in between them. His ult does more damage, which I like. The big boy ult too. The slam is just so satisfying, and I think for the ult they buffed it. I think one of the buffs was they increased it from 1% per hit to 1.5, and that's why the toolkit right now is not correct.
Right.
But that was one of the buffs. I don't know them exactly on my head right now, but I just know that after the buff, he's really strong, especially in 1v1 situations, where 1v1 situations when he his biggest problem is dealing with multiple targets, because if he gets interrupted in CC chains, he literally cannot do anything. There's some gods that have, instant leaps. King Arthur's has the slowest animation dash in the world that is not cancelable, by the way. Unlike Thor's 3, his spin is cancelable. King Arthur's is not. It's really weird.
Yeah,
it's like
weird.
King Arthur's 3 is like a very slow Xbalanque 3. Extremely slow.
Yeah, I don't love that it's not
that's
cancelable.
really tricky.
I feel like if that ability was cancelable, King Arthur gameplay would go skyrocketing.
Oh yeah, it would be even more nutty. Yeah, I feel like King Arthur's very high skill ceiling, very high skill floor, which means it's hard. He's a little tricky to pick up, but once you get the hang of him and you keep learning him, there's a huge skill cap. You can like someone that just picked up King Arthur is gonna be like shocked seeing someone, who's been playing him since release nonstop, knowing all the mechanics of the character.
Right. It's just like someone who mains any other character and has like 60 stars.
Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, he's been my boy. He's been carrying my games lately. I love him.
All right, so have we gone over everything we need to go over yet? I don't know. Not yet. Have we gone over items to build, how to beat them? I don't know.
Items build, like you said, the most important ones. We
drifted around back and forth there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, all right, did we cover everything? Usually what we miss is how do you beat them, but I think we even kind of went in down that road a little bit.
Yeah, pretty much just CC chains, mess him up. Constant CC. He has a lot of mitigations, so like Kuzumbo, just true damage or pen, it doesn't really matter against King Arthur because he has mitigation. So just constant CC and just burning him down that way. Slows and cripples really screw him. So you want to get those silences. Those CCs are really tricky on him.
All right. Not much for skins on him yet, so yeah, I guess I don't have to ask that typical question. I'm looking forward to seeing what they, come up with for him.
Yeah, with the current adventure bundle thing going on right now, they have. I think King Arthur will get a skin last, kind of like Hera did.
Yeah. All right. So, as always, don't forget you can always continue conversations in the Discord if you have any questions or whatnot that we may or may not have gone over here. So feel free to hop in there and continue yield discussion on. So let's go ahead and move on to this week's yield community section here. Bagel, you awake?
Yes, sadly, yes. I'm like super tired, I don't know why.
All right, well, hey, this week starts with Momero.
I gotta get to the top. Alright, here we go. What made you fall in love with the femboy ninja?
If you guys don't know my brother, Hatmaster, he and I used to do this Ymir Nezha combo, and in the duo lane,
love it.
He'd be Ymir ADC, I'd be Nezha support. The trick of it was that Nezha ult guarantees a fully charged Ymir ult because of the knockup at the end. There's no way around it. Can't survive it. It's an instant kill. It's amazing. So ever since I picked it up and I started playing him duel, so I've just been playing him. I've learned every mechanic there is to the guy. And hopefully I find out more, but that's pretty much it. I just been playing him so much. And that's what made me fall in love with him, the Ymir Nezha combo.
I think he makes a good support too,
Oh yeah, he's disgusting right now. With the assassin support meta, definitely.
Assassin support meta, that is an actual thing.
Next question from Kilowatt Man. Being a big fan of VD2, Split Push, BOTG, and Side Quest, I finally seen your duel tournament a few weeks ago, and it was very fun to watch. My question is, are you going to continue to stream them throughout Season 6?
Hell yeah, and they will be to all platforms. PS4 mains, you can always tune in to the stream. Sorry you can't participate, but yeah, I'll be hosting them. They're every Saturday. Right now they're 4 p.m. Eastern, but the time is always to be determined for each tournament. But every Saturday.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They're really fun. Just tune in.
I was lurking a little bit this last time, and you should get yourself a co-host. You need a color man and a call man.
Oh yeah. I
don't know how that, if you could even logistically pull that off, but I think that would be cool.
Yeah, I'd have to figure it out and definitely practice with somebody. But if someone's looking up to it, they can always reach out to me. We can see where it goes from there.
There you go, man. Because there's a lot of talking otherwise, you know.
Yeah, I was watching the 2v2 tournaments last week. It was I was glad to see my boy Opwash win it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Push. Guy, how many stars do you have now?
I'm very few worshippers away from 12.
Nice. Hey, how did you finish last season, by the way?
3rd place.
Third the turd.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, right? I got up to 2nd place. I was never able to get that 1st spot.
Get good.
I know.
You better get on your shit this fucking season.
I know.
Guy, I expect you to be number 1 by the end of the season, or you are banned from playing Upwash forever.
Ouch. Feels bad.
Right?
Alright, well, back to the community.
Let me scroll past this long conversation.
Oh, wait, what about American Zombie? He's got his hashtag Justice for Define Pride Olympian.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That was the downer, but it's fine. I'm pretty sure I know why I wasn't selected, but I don't want to go into it.
I was surprised I was selected. I was like, what?
Well, I mean...
Like, oh, all right, wow. Like, okay, I kind of just did it, you know, out of just... I should do it, and then, like, there it was, and I'm like, oh, all right, well, that's kind of cool, and, you know, I probably should have lobbied for myself a little bit more, but, you know, I'm happy that Fro got the spot. He is a really good
guy. Yeah, shout out to Fro.
Shout out to my man Fro.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
For getting Olympian. That was awesome.
He was like one of our first friends online, man. Yeah. We hooked up with him out of VD2 VD2 right away and been gaming with him forever.
Really awesome guy, man. I can't really think of a better ambassador for the PlayStation 4 people than Fro.
Wow, guy. Way to throw me right on.
Well, I mean, you too. I can't think of any better guys, but yeah.
There you go.
I think you're just trying to cover yourself.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Wait, did he just say I think I'm better because I'm Guy?
Damn.
Uh-oh.
Did I? I don't think so. It must have been the mic breaking up or something.
All right. Well, anyway, Beagle, did you scroll past
Yes, I did. Yet? Next question from Mr. Net. What matchup with Nija and Duel are you the most confident that Nija can beat? And when are you going to be the only Switch Olympian?
The first question is the best matchups, easy peasy, Callie, Poseidon, Scotty. I never ban him. I always frag him. Anubis too. Those 4. I don't sweat against them. When I lose to them, I respect them because they're a good player. But Nezha hard counters those guys. Only Smite Switch Olympian? Come on, Titan Forge. Just give me it. Yeah, you forgot about you have crossplay coming out and you forget to nominate people for Smite and Switch. What's going on with that, man? Mm-hmm. I could have got a slot right there. That's okay. Maybe next year we'll see. We will see.
You got this, man.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. And you know, well, we'll see where things are at next year here. You know, I mean, hey, I'm hoping the podcast's still going strong and I'm still loving Smite. So, yeah, I'll be happy to throw my hat back in the ring next year.
Hell yeah.
Maybe I'll vote for you again.
So I picked up a couple Twitter. There we go. Why do all these damn social medias gotta start with TWs? But anyway, a couple tweets here are out. Speaking of Olympians, Kitten of Doom just like, I think she loves you. Is that what ILY means, right?
Yes.
So, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there. I'm just going to let that sit. A Wild Deathstroke would like to know, what is your favorite pizza topping?
Oh, I didn't know we were getting controversial.
Oh shit! As long as you don't dip it in ranch, it's all good.
Excuse you?
Oh god! You're about to get beagled.
Got some.
You don't like ranch on pizza?
So, favorite pizza toppings just gotta be classic pepperoni, but I love everything. I love pineapple on pizza.
Yes, same. Oh my god,
we
yes.
We just had Hawaiian pizza last night.
I finally had Hawaiian
Five of the
pizza
six
last
of us
night.
liked it.
Look,
They'll
I
never
don't
let
care
me
what
get
toppings on there, as long as it ends with pizza, I'm eating it.
My mom would never let us order Hawaiian pizza, ever. She'd ask, what kind of pizza do I want? Hawaiian pizza. No, not that kind. What else?
And Dirt Nap's mom rules with an iron fist over these kids, I tell you.
And unfortunately, Smitey, I do like dipping it in that ranch.
Oh, man. Come on.
You're odd man out here.
You gotta get the garlic butter sauce. That's the shit.
Dude,
you know what? That sounds good. I will give it a try.
Pretty good with pizza. It really is.
Yeah. Pizza's good. Always pizza.
Like,
as long as there's an offer.
Like a Ninja Turtle, right?
Oh, yeah. Michelangelo.
Oh. Guy, what do you got here from Happiness, man? What was he
why don't you read that for me real quick? I don't have it.
Oh, it just says be careful. He's a truly ruthless competitor.
Oh my god. It's like an inside joke, not inside joke. You gotta be careful around me. I will if Smitey's gonna figure out why I'm ruthless competitor.
Yeah.
Because he has an Xbox, so I can show him a thing or two.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You definitely.
So, then maybe like after this podcast, Smitey will like message you, Dirt Nap, and he'll be like, "Okay, Define Pride is very ruthless. Do not verse him.
Do not
stay away from this man. He is dangerous.
Do not seek the treasure.
It is not at the end of the rainbow." Okay. That pretty much sums up the community's question. So, how about any of you guys? Guy, I know you always have a few questions or two. What's on your mind?
Well, how'd you get the name Define Pride?
I'll try to speed run the story. So, you guys are all American, so I didn't have to like translate for some Canadian.
We don't drink milk from bags in this podcast.
So, I mean, some of them knew I was talking about, some of them didn't. So, anyways, it was high school homecoming game. One of the homecoming princesses didn't have an escort. She asked a friend of mine who was dressed. He basically told her to fuck off. And she was really upset. I was wearing really shitty clothes, so I was like, all right, I'll do it. So I'll escort you. It was just embarrassing because everyone's wearing suits and dresses, and I'm just there like in a hoodie and jeans. And when I'm walking off with her, my friend that said no shouted at me, "Don't you have any pride?" So like in a cringy movie moment, I turned around and I said, "Define pride," and then I walked off.
Damn, that's like a.
And then later on, we were making Steam usernames, and he was one helping me set it up. So I to rub him the wrong way, I just set my usernames to Define Pride.
Nice.
That's like that. Like this,
and that's how it started.
Like the slick line you hear like in a 90s teen movie or something.
Yeah. At a homecoming game, too. It's literally out of a movie.
Define Pride.
Yeah. I cringe about it now, but I felt pretty badass walking with the girl.
Hey, you got everything. You won that exchange.
Yeah.
You won that trade.
We take those.
We take those out here.
All right, now nobody talk.
Right.
Oh, I thought Discord cut out again.
I'm waiting for the host to do his damn job.
Yeah.
Look, you guys always rumble how I rumble on, so I thought, let these guys talk a little bit sometimes.
Well, you can't not ramble on when we're not rambling on.
All right. Okay, fine. So, here's a question for you then. Define pride. Let me see. What is your feeling or thoughts on mature skins in Smite?
Oh my god.
Here we go.
Here we go, guys.
Let's see. Hi-Rez knows that sex sells. It's a rated T game. Rated T, has a lot of blurred lines. So I feel like Hi-Rez is abusing it a little bit. Saw that busty dodgy skin. It was literally called when it was announced on. What cracks me up is when it was discovered in Smite Reddit and it was like announced by one of the artists. It was literally called Busty Demon. But basically my take on it is Hi-Rez knows what makes money and they're gonna keep doing it, even though some people may be at dismay. But my personal opinion on it is they know that they're overdoing it. They just relax with the skins, man. I like the cool skins. I like the robot skins and shit. I don't need giant,
Yeah.
giant busts in my face all the time.
Giant bust in your face.
Yeah.
So
exactly. I don't need that at all. I don't need
Don't like the titty skins.
Yeah. I'm not saying I hate them, but it's like
he's like I don't.
But at the same time, I can understand someone that doesn't want to see that, and that's all that they see. And
Right.
It can be frustrating.
Here's my take on it.
Oh yeah.
I don't like them. I don't like them at all. However, I understand why they're there, and I'm okay with that. You have your adult-ish skins in the game. I'm not going to purchase them. I'm not going to use them. I don't even play Daji or Afro just because of their models. I just don't care for it.
Oh, yeah.
But don't put it on my main menu screen. I don't want to sit here and log into the game. This is what happened Monday. I came home early from work. Was talking with my wife for a little bit. The two of us decided to come down. I was going to, sit on this little love seat I got here for the two of us. Play some Smite. I get in. It was Chibi Soul at first. We're all good. I get in. I buy the battle pass, do some stuff, come back up to the main menu, and I'm not even paying attention. And I just see the look on my wife's face change like in a heartbeat. And she's like, I ain't sitting here looking at that all day. And I look back and there it is on the screen. I'm just like, you know what? And I'm not even playing today. I turned the game off and walked away. I'm like, I don't want it, like you said, thrown in my face. You know what? Have it in the game, but keep it off the main menu. My advice to the Olympians and Titan Forged all together is make it customizable. Make a very easy setting that, hey, I want my god skins up on that main screen to be G-rated. Done. Or let me mark my favorite one and just let them there. All right, whatever. I don't care, but yeah, I get it, but I just don't like it. And I'm not going to play when that shit's on my screen because I do like to sit here with my wife and game, while she's here with me. And that's not, respectful to her. So if that's what's going to be on the main menu, I'm going to go play some Civ 6.
Yeah, it really gets complicated when it's like what's T, what's where's the line? It's a really blurred line right now in not just a gaming community, but lately I've been noticing in movies as well. PG-13 versus 18 up kind of films and stuff. It's like where's the line there too?
Yeah,
it gets tricky.
It's
right?
been being
like rated R.
I'm 42 years old, and I've seen that line go from X and R to R and now R and PG-13. Next thing you know, it's going to be PG-13 and, you're going to have full out sex scenes.
Yeah. Next Curious George, rated G. He's going to be dropping the F-bomb at the end. Make sure to tune in.
George, man, I'm so goddamn tired of this fucking marsupial.
It's like, clean up your fucking room, George. All these banana peels. God damn it, man.
Just go at him for a minute.
It's like all the moms are like covering their ears. They're like, "What's going on?" And then the movie guy's like, "It's rated G." And you gotta. You knew what you're watching.
Yeah.
The reason
little
why
kid comes
I don't
out to
watch...
the kitchen to get a drink, and he's like, "Ma, give me some fucking juice."
Oh no!
I just got done watching Curious George. That motherfucker's got it coming,
That's a slippery slope. That's for sure. It is a slippery slope, and when blurry lines are always they're never a good thing. IMO.
I think
the reason
that
why I don't watch many movies.
People should think of movie ratings more as like what they would want their own kid to see at that age, and less of, well, we can kind of get away with graying this area out a little bit. Like, come on.
Yeah. If it's this rating, we'll make a lot more money.
All right, if you walk into your 13-year-old daughter's room and she's got some TV show on it, this guy basically railing a chick, but it's like shadowed, so it's cool. Like, are you gonna be cool with that just all the time? No, that's weird.
Exactly. That's just that's how it is right now. Hopefully, people get their shit together and realize, okay, this needs to stop.
I mean, I guess maybe I'm wrong. I guess some people are okay with it because that is how things are right now. But it's not okay. It's weird.
It shouldn't be okay for it to be okay. Look, a little bit of modesty goes so much further. So much further.
Okay, but like Supernatural, my favorite TV show. Obviously, everyone knows that.
Here we go.
They had some in the early seasons, and I rewatched a lot, but I always just skip over them.
Wait,
I don't.
You watch Supernatural?
Shut up, guys.
Wait, there's no way. This whole time you've watched Supernatural?
Shut up.
I've watched that show like 6 times.
Don't do this.
I watched all 13 seasons.
I'm serious. If they haven't really had
Did you catch
any
that,
recently.
She missed it.
But if they would, I just wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't pay attention to it.
She's so into ranting about Supernatural, she missed
it.
No, I just...
you missed it, for sure.
No, it's just a part of the conversation.
No, you missed a part of the conversation.
Well, we're using Discord, so like...
I believe
we're not even going to tell her. Move on.
Move on? Okay. All right, never mind.
All right, yep, Beagle missed that one.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, anyway, modesty, yeah, it goes further. Because, the way I look at it is, in the end, I've always appreciated modesty more than, stuff hanging out. Because in the end, hey, look, I like my wife because she's modest. I don't want her showing her shit to the world. She don't need to be showing it to everybody else. I'm quite happy with that's mine and hers. We have that together. It's special. So when you get older, you realize these things. So for all you youngins out there that are doubting me, give it a few years.
Yeah.
You'll understand.
I mean, I understand everybody's opinion. I don't care.
I'm 23, so nobody likes me. So it doesn't really matter what I have to say.
I don't even usually pay attention to it. I just looked at the shitty Hercules skin for like a month straight on my home screen, so.
Yeah, give me some of that banana. Bring that banana hammock back.
There you go.
Yeah, well, there's that too. Yeah.
His oil body's like, how's it? Welcome downtown, brother. Welcome to the ringside.
Oh my gosh! But I think a few people had something to say about it in the community section. I think we asked.
Yeah. What you got over there, guy?
I'm not in Discord. I can't.
Oh, you can't do it while you're
No.
in a hotel live.
No, because I got my phone. Actually, I got my phone on Do Not Disturb and locked, so nobody can call me. Because if they call me, it'll interrupt the recording.
There you go. All right, so we got here the Mighty Merlin says, I think that it might leave a dent in their reputation, especially with kids playing that game, including himself. It'll probably have a lot of backlash. Yeah.
Do you know who that is that you're reading the message from?
But I know it's a shotgun in Unturned. Yes, I know who that is.
Okay.
Yes.
He changes his name like every 25 seconds, so.
I know. He's got like 3 different accounts, so they got 3 different names all the time.
Yep, but I'm quite there. So Fro Double G popped in with Smite, rated E for everyone, but it is T, isn't it?
Yes, it is T.
It's rated T.
I was just trying to look it up here, but of course, asking Google a simple question, it's like, I have no idea what you want to know. Here's Smite. You want to know about Smite? I'm like, no, I want to know what Smite's rating is.
Yeah.
Here's some reviews and some ratings of the game. Like, no, what is it rated?
It's definitely rated teen, and it says on there partial nudity, alcohol use, drug references.
Bacchus.
I mean,
literally just for Bacchus.
Yeah.
For example, one of the reasons it's rated T because back in beta, old Callie, used to just casually hold a human head as one of the parts of her skin.
That's awesome.
And Xbalanque on his victory screen, how he spins a little spirit ball?
Mm-hmm.
He used to spin a human head. So
that's the shit I need back in the game.
Yeah, so there's some rated T stuff.
Let's get away from like sexy cutesy and go into more brutal.
Get more heads in here
we need more severed heads.
Heads over bust.
Heads over bust.
Again, have it in the game, but hey, give some of us, some modest skins too. Don't forget the people that like modesty. I mean, I would play Afro if you had a modest skin for that I had. Yeah, high five then. But
I mean, I could.
Knowing Afro's lore, she ain't gonna be modest, unfortunately.
But
we're not getting.
Sexy comes in all forms.
Have like
Afro should get a nun skin.
Sexy librarian Afro.
Oh, they have a nun skin. They would mess it up so bad. They'll have like a cut through the midway.
Pair of glasses on her.
Mm-hmm. Like a button-up shirt. Yeah, the modest, sexy librarian look.
There we go.
I still want to see the pool player Discordia. I think,
dude, I'm telling you, that one's gonna be a hit.
Yeah, that would work, but then you'd be mad because it would just be a bow tie with her tits hanging out.
No, she's not really one that's bad for that.
Just a bow tie. That's it. That's all that's on the top. Just a bow tie.
The player card. She's holding the pool stick, and it's like she's just sent like barely covering. She's holding it forward in front of the camera.
Like.
I thought you were going to say she was dancing on it.
There you go.
That's her special.
That's special.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh no.
This skid went the wrong direction.
Yeah, I don't think that's quite going to happen. But
yeah, but someone has
doesn't a Willix do something like that? Doesn't a Willix do that?
I mean, which one is the Blood Eagle Thor uses his hammer for his fucking... Have you ever...
the SWC skin? Yes. Shout out to iRaffer.
Yeah.
Going to town on Mjolnir, that's for sure.
Speaking of Norse names, though, I did happen across some of the what they've leaked out about Jormungandr, and I am very excited.
I am too.
I have not seen it yet. I missed it.
A support with stealth. Oh yeah.
What? I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not in it. I already.
Rest in peace, Nesha. Rest in peace, Kumbhakarna.
Ooh, I know, right?
Rest in peace, Al Kwang.
What happens to him? Though? What's the penalty he gets from not getting knocked up? They said he would get some sort of penalty.
I think I've heard he takes. He has a stacking effect where he takes increased damage.
Yeah. Dude,
and it stacks.
He's got
every
tremor
instance.
sense.
Forever stacks, or how long are the stacks?
Yeah, something.
I don't know. But he's got tremor sense. That should scare Dan right there. So he can sense stealthed people.
Really? Even
Oh,
Loki?
I'm never not playing him.
I don't know, like whether that was in the passive or in one of the abilities, because I don't
Rest
have
in
it
peace,
quite pulled
Loki.
up here.
I ain't mad.
Yeah.
Fucking bitch.
Loki's just getting straight up destroyed this
All right.
season. Holy
Good.
cow! Comes in with the fat nerf.
Unique gameplay features. All right, let me just run through these here real quick. So, immovability as a passive. So he cannot be knocked up, knocked back, grabbed, pulled, banished, vortexed, or moved from the battleground in any way. Instead of being hit by these effects, he has a weakness effect applied to him, slowing him and causing him to take more damage for a short duration.
Okay.
Can
He has
you
a new
imagine?
type-
Hold on, just off that, I'm like, this is the most OP Guardian in the game.
Yeah, I mean, basically.
Can you imagine just stealthing in front of a Neja ult and being like,
I wonder how big the debuff's going to be, though. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not going to be big enough depending on what he's sucking up, you know?
Yeah. Well,
If he
We'll
eats
see.
a Neja ult and gets 5% slow and damage,
right.
you know, like, whatever.
He's gonna be busting in jest.
oh, I can't wait to play this guy. He's even got a new type of basic attack.
Ooh.
So it is a persistent cone dragon breath based on a charge system. The longer he uses the attack, the weaker it will get, and he will need to take time to recharge.
Oh, so you gotta breathe.
Wait, they're putting Bowser in Smite?
Bowser,
What's
yes.
going on? I'm putting Bowser in Smite. You're trolling.
Actually, what it is they're like, wow, Fafnir Dragon autos are the best, so we're gonna put them on a real guy.
I was kind of thinking about this today. I think Nintendo and Smite missed a huge opportunity to get ourselves a badass Nintendo-themed skin for the Founders Pack. Instead, they did a Scylla skin.
Yeah, I kind of feel like
they should have done a Bowser.
They could have done all kinds of stuff.
they
like
could have done
just
Bowser, Kuzenbo,
Yeah.
like fucking any other of their millions of characters.
I just think it was a
Peach,
huge
Afro,
missed opportunity
fucking-
for them there.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to play Smite as Toad?
Right?
Toad Cupid. Bam.
Like a Nintendo exclusive skin for the Founders Pack.
They should have did instead of like the Kakudemons, it just did like a Mario.
Yes. It's a me, Mario.
So, getting back onto the Jormungandingars, he is of intense scale, so he is tied for the largest hit area, and he's got the tallest camera by far. He can see the battleground in a way unlike any other god. He does take up a lot of his own player's view, but his camera height and zoom are very different than any other god.
Oh,
That'll be
my
interesting.
God.
He is,
Yeah, he's huge. He's gonna be ginormous, just so you guys know.
yeah.
He's fucking big.
Again,
Big,
he is
huh?
the first stealth guardian. That's what
He's
she
a
said.
Big boy.
That's what she said. I mean, sorry, he. It was the hair.
I wonder how that's going to work for the hunter. How hard that's going to be to see through him and see past him.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he's going to
Just-
be interesting.
Dude,
The hunter's going to be
Your
thankful
Underman's
because
gonna
he ain't
get
getting
the
hit.
Yeah.
I guess.
Don't worry, I'll body block
It's like
this
a-
half of the
I mean,
lane.
it's always nice to see your target, though.
Ah.
I'll body block this half of the lane. Don't worry, guys.
Right?
So again, he is the first stealth guardian. He can submerge himself underground, sneaking up on unsuspecting enemies.
I am not excited for this.
Anti-stealth. Ooh. While submerged, he has anti-stealth. So while submerged, he's stealthed and has anti-stealth. So he can feel vibrations of enemy gods, revealing them to him even if they are stealthed or hiding behind
What?
walls even.
This dude's like a trimmer. Is that what the name of them were? Trimmers?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
It's a class
exactly.
1 graboid.
Rest in peace, Loki mains.
And this is what I'm excited about because I love zone of control type things when I'm playing as a guardian or a support. So He's got long duration deployables. Toxic clouds can be used as zone enemies or can be consumed in a variety of ways to energize and power up the world serpent's other abilities.
Oh my god, his ult.
Ooh.
I just read it. Oh god. Ooh.
His semi-global ultimate ability, where Jormungandr grows to his true size and bounds across the world in a true arching sea serpent fashion.
That sounds so cool looking.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I'm excited, man.
What's
I like
he do?
Some supports. He arcs across the
What's he do
world.
though? What's it do?
Doesn't say.
It don't
That's
say.
all it says.
Just says he
He's
arcs
just
across
Might be
the
a
world.
global
He's just
debuff or
arching
something.
across the sky.
Sounds
Yeah,
kind of
he's up there doing some
anticlimactic to
yoga or
me.
something, getting his stretches on.
It might be like a huge line attack or something, probably.
Yeah.
Bounds across the world.
What
or
if it's
it could
like
be
a
like a
Scylla
global
ult,
debuff.
but just like
Oh God!
Oh, that would be
like
sick.
Scylla.
No.
That would be sick. Like it takes a long time. It's like Vulcan ult, but like a little slower, but it's like 4 times as
Yeah.
big.
Oh my
Just
God!
fucking
Think this. This would be a good ult. A god that does go up in the sky and has a Scylla-like ult that he can look around the entire map.
and
Be
just
like, oh,
rain down 6 of them.
Dunk! Oh, I killed that one. I get to go again. Oh, hey, you over in solo lane. Dunk!
Yeah, no, thank you.
I think that would be a great ultimate ability. I would be fine with that.
You know what? Actually, just put him in a minigun above the map.
Right?
Just do that, and every bullet is 25% max HP.
Oh, what if since he's a support, what if his ult is just like his body is used as a giant wall?
No, that's just not fun.
Wow!
You just trap the enemy. You just trap the enemy for like it's like, oh, you wanted to go to your side of the jungle?
No, like a wall all the way
side
across,
thing.
all the way across the conquest map. Just one big giant wall.
It's like the wall of China.
I
That'd be
think
the shit.
what happens is I think it's almost like a really long dash.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
I didn't hear a word.
I didn't hear
you
a
said.
word you said.
I think it's going to be like a really long dash,
Oh.
something like
Oh.
that, with effects, obviously, like stop one hit or something. But I feel like it's going to be a long distance ultimate dash.
So it's
kind
going
of
to
thing.
be Dirtnap's Jormungandr main now.
And he's going to be out of position as fuck in the sky.
That's right, man. Better respect my out of positionness.
Hey,
All right,
man,
well.
I'm just waiting for the day you Cherno ult someone in their fountain.
Cherno Autumn where?
In their
Yeah,
fountain.
Discord. Oh, yeah. I'll probably do that someday.
I've considered it many times.
Yeah. Dude, next time we get an assault, someone should churn alt immediately. Just fucking level your alt real right quick and go right the fuck over and say hi.
And just start throwing abilities on people while they're buying and see if we can kill them.
Yeah. Just ult real quick.
Oh
and
my
just-
god, that would be fucking hilarious.
Oh, if we
That
get
would be-
Cherno Athena though, Cherno could ult over, Athena ults on him, and big old
Oh.
slam on 5 people that don't
Oh,
know.
what if you got Nox? Nox
Oh,
can get up
no.
inside of Athena first.
And Apollo.
Hey, this is assault we're talking about. You ain't going to just line this shit up.
Yeah, but it's all luck based.
I just can't wait to someday we're all going to be playing assault and we're all going to, oh, we got the dream team.
Yeah.
Dream comp.
Shit. All right. Well, hey, let's get things wrapping up here for this week. So first off, hey, Guy, the schedule master. Who we got coming up next?
Next week we have Titan Cupcake and Titan Isaiah coming on the show.
Ooh, high five.
Double header.
Double header. All right. Well, hey, definitely looking forward to that. And real quick, Guy, who are they? So that way, maybe it'll help people
They
have
are-
questions or whatnot, know what to ask.
They are both community specialists. So they are pretty much just in charge of messaging us out everything and letting us know what's going on in the community, tournaments. Just community specialists. That's who they are.
All right. Well, that means they're here for you, peeps. So
That's right.
if you got things you want to get across, you got
Interact, man.
Olympians
Interact.
now. You got some of the Titan Forge community specialist here coming on the show. So get those questions out there. Let us know what you want to know. I mean, hey, we got plenty of questions. And you know me, I can ramble on. But we do this for you, and we want your voices to be heard too. So don't be afraid to talk up, peeps. You know, we're getting so many people, you know, joining and messaging us and everything, and I love it. Every time, you know, I'm on a long day of editing. It's just like, oh, sometimes that can be a little frustrating, especially if there's any technical things you're working with. And then you hop into the Discord and you see this new face in there talking about, you know, hey, you know, love what you guys are doing and whatnot. And it's like, yep, that's why it's all worth it right there. So love it. Love you guys, man. We do this for you. So, hey, Define, how can people, you know, find you out there in the old interwebs?
You can check me out, Fraggin' and Duel, or Joust, and twitch.tv/DefinePride, or you can follow me on Twitter, at DefinePride, and check out my YouTube channel, same thing. Or, I also do weekly tournaments, Saturday on my stream. Just make sure to tune in, or you can sign up. There I have a Discord server as well, so you can check me out there.
Sweet, man.
All the links are on my social media, so you can find them. It's like a little goose trail, like a little breadcrumb
Goose trail.
Yeah, not a goose trail. It's not
a
what
goose
I
trail.
meant to
You follow the goose poop.
All right, Guy, how can folks get a hold of you?
You can find me on Twitter at GSmitey. You can find me on PlayStation at GuyAJ78, and you can find me on Xbox at GuyAllSmitey.
Dan?
You can find me on the Twitterverse at Split Push Podcast with no A. You can find me on PlayStation at DirtXSnapXDan and on the PC at DirtNapDan.
Beagle.
You can find me on Twitter at Beagle_Girl27, PlayStation Beagle_Girl2780. Yep.
All right. And, hey, yeah, there's me too. So, hey, if you like this old fella here, you can find me on, the PlayStation and on Twitter at dirt_naps_dad, in the Discord with an _PS4, there too, which is also my Twitch thing, but I haven't streamed in forever and don't anticipate that coming back in the near future. So, we also have a email. You can email us at community@splitpushpodcast.com. And, well, you know, hop in the Discord. I'll probably be giving away some extras in there. Actually, I think, you know what? We got a battle pass to give away.
Damn, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Shit.
We'll throw that up in the Discord. So that'll be up in the Discord here.
Catch me when I win that, boys.
Yeah.
I roll the dice, and if they pick you, I'll pick somebody else. The other announcement I want to have, if you missed it, the spaghetti video is now available in the general chat of the Discord.
The spaghetti video.
Where's yours, Guy?
Don't worry, you're getting it.
Who else is going to accept the spaghetti challenge and share?
Stephen accepted it.
Accomplishment of it.
Herg accepted the spaghetti challenge. Don't worry.
I'm eagerly awaiting to mail you $5 of Beagle's money.
I'm about to say, don't try to steal my idea.
No,
Back off.
I got a stamp right here in front of me. It's a forever stamp. I bought a forever ago, and I got a good deal on that stamp.
You got a good deal on that stamp.
I got one other thing to say. A lot of people have been asking about, there's a Discord section called FSL. That's for the Fantasy Smite League that we're going to start doing. So for all you guys asking what that is, that's what it is. More details to come.
So think fantasy football, but Smite.
Yep.
Instead. So there we got that too. So hey, looking forward to it. But that wraps up episode 42 here this week, folks. So you know what I'm going to say now, and that is, when it comes to dirt naps, you got to give them before you take them. And when all else fails,
Split.